It is time for the women's 100 metres, the final track event of the evening. And there's one good reason why they've left it till last, because in lane 5 is one of the great Polish heroines, Ewa Swoboda, former European indoor champion. Posters everywhere, massive posters of her everywhere across the city of Katowice. She's right in the middle of the 9 athletes as well. They set it up for her. Jenna Prandini, well, she's a great 200-meter runner, has a best of 10.9, the American. Hasn't had a vintage season by her standards. 7th in the London Diamond League before the games, hasn't raced since then. Natasha Morrison of Jamaica, 11-1 this year, but she's a 10.85 athlete. Bas Bitaye of Gambia, she goes in lane 3, semi-finalist in the Olympic Games at 200 metres. Then Tamari Davis, 2nd in Lausanne and 2nd in Monaco just before the game. She's a very consistent racer as the 21-year-old American. Best of 10.8. Yeah, and there is Swoboda. How they love her. Silver medalist at the World Indoors in Glasgow back in March, behind Julian Alfred. And that wasn't a bad person to lose to, seeing as Alfred went on to become Olympic champion. Marie-Josée Talou-Smith of the Côte d'Ivoire. I'm sure she races more than anybody on the whole circuit. A prolific racer. 4th in Lausanne, 11.07. Still in good form, the 35-year-old. Daryl Neta of Great Britain. 4th in the Olympic 100, 5th in the 200. So frustrated with those, although she got a silver from the sprint relay. Tia Clayton, 7th in the Olympic Games. The Jamaican silver medalist. Only a youngster, just 20 years old. Patricia van der Weken of Luxembourg completes the lineup. She's a late addition, I think, because when I travelled here a couple of days ago, I was chatting to a certain Dina Asher-Smith at the airport as we were waiting for our bags. Dina announced yesterday she was pulling out of this meeting. I'm not sure if she's felt a niggle or if she's just not feeling 100%, but Dina flew here to Poland but is not competing tonight. So the meeting record, well, it's a rather impressive one. I'm not sure we'll see an extra one added in this race. 10.66 by Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price of Jamaica a couple of years ago. But 3 Olympic finalists go here. And all eyes on Swoboda in lane 5. There she is, real powerhouse. She's a tremendously quick starter. Look for her to probably lead at halfway and then maybe to get run down. Can she stay ahead, though, to send everyone home on a high? With Mondo, of course, 2 more attempts at that world record in the vault to come. Well, a really good start from Tamari Davis. They're 4th from right. Swoboda's got some running to do here yet. I don't think she's going to win this one. Really good running on the near side, too, from Tia Clayton. Tia Clayton takes it there on the near side, I think. Probably the shortest athlete in the race and the youngest at 20. The Jamaican in lane 8, I think, just nicked that. 10.81. Well, it is super fast. That's the 5th fastest time in the world this year. And for Clayton, it is indeed a new lifetime best by a pretty big chunk. 10.83 she's given, in fact, but it is nonetheless a lifetime best. Swoboda didn't get her usual bullet start from lane 5. Wasn't able to get the blood up for the crowd through the first half at least. But Clayton, well, she's similarly small in stature, but boy, did she hold her form well through the second half and just hung on there, because it was really tight, Hannah. I don't think there was a lot in it. Let's have a look at the times. 10.83, 10.83, 10.84 for the first 3.
Well, Serena Cole, she ran so well, didn't she, in that 100 metres. She's going to lead the Jamaican squad off. We're going to have the Clayton sisters, Tina, 100-metre champion. We're going to have Tia, her sister. Then we're going to have Karika Hill. She looks one of the hot favourites for the women's 100-metre hurdle titles. That one, of course, is going on tomorrow. Well, we can see from 8, Australia, Italy 7, United States 6, Colombia 5, Jamaica 4, Great Britain 3, Germany 2, Switzerland 1. Well, here we go. This is the women's 4x100 metre final. Look at Jamaica. They've started off well. Let's always look at those baton changes. Well, the Jamaican change is a good one. And America are going pretty well there in lane 6, but this is all about Jamaica. Well, Colombia, oh, they were struggling with that baton a little bit there. Well, it does look like it's Jamaica from the United States, Great Britain and Northern Ireland and Colombia, and a real battle there for the bronze medal. Well, all the batons, oh no, Great Britain, it all went wrong for them on the last change, but it is Jamaica, United States of America in second place, and Colombia, the home team. Well, the whole of the stadium, yet another medal in this World Under-20 Championships.
It's a world record. We have a World Under-20 record broken by the Jamaicans, and virtually nothing went wrong. The 100-meter champion there, Clayton, she had to have a second look at that final baton change, but she still scooted up the home straight to take the gold medal. And when you consider the delays and everything else, what a performance that is. And Colombia, well, they are delighted because they have picked up the bronze medal. Another medal for Colombia at these championships. Two silvers in individual events, and now they have a bronze in the relays.
Well, when you see scenes like this, it's very hard not to smile. We're just hearing that United States in second place. That was a national record for them. Oh my goodness, all the athletes who have come through that US system, who've been on those US teams. The same can be said for Jamaica. For these two squads to be the fastest in history, well, we've seen something quite special here this evening. Well, there you go, that is confirmation. 43.28. Well, the future of sprinting in Jamaica and the United States, it looks in safe hands, doesn't it?
But it is a rather good squad, isn't it? Let's be honest.
That is a good time for a senior squad. That's the sort of time that would get you up there challenging for the medals in the equivalent of the World Championships for seniors. Let me just say that again. That is a good enough time to win a medal at the World Championship.
Won gold in Doha in the 100 metres as well, and here she lines up in an unfamiliar scene for her. She's not a massive kind of indoor athlete, is she? But this is a great place for her to start the season.
She doesn't do a lot of indoors, but again, some athletes, they just choose not to. But the Mommy Rocket, as she calls herself these days, is a phenomenal, incredible athlete. And you know what her start's like, blistering. She'll put everyone under pressure from the get-go, but it'd be nice to see how she gets on, and it's great for the Glasgow crowd to see her.
And Amy Hunt in lane 8 is an athlete with huge potential. She is the fastest ever 17-year-old, well, she was last year before she turned 18, in the world. That is a title that's held in the men by Usain Bolt. So of course the comparisons are there, and she gauged her season and kind of very well last year. Many people thought she might end up going to Doha. She didn't, and she's qualified to go to Cambridge as a student next year. She's got an incredibly bright future on many fronts, but athletics certainly, Denise.
Very promising youngster, but listen, she's got to learn, she's got to use this experience. She's next to Sally-Ann Fraser-Price, and so she'll have to draw on all these experiences to make her a better athlete. This is just the start for her.
Okay, well, let's see how she does in exalted company, Andrew Cotter.
Yes, what a race we have here. What a rarity to have Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price and Muriel Ahuri lining up against each other, alongside each other. That's a gift to Glasgow to have Fraser Price here for her only indoor meeting of the year. So rarely runs indoors, but Amy Hunt goes in lane 8. Again, I think she knows that this is a good test for her, because she said that her 20 to 30 metres, first 20 to 30 metres, the worst part of any race she runs. But anyway, Amma Pippi, the Enfield and Haringey athlete who's been studying in Oklahoma, won over 200 metres in Vienna a fortnight ago, had a good race with Amy Hunt in London over 60 metres last month, a fraction between the two of them. Katarzyna Sokolska of Poland is in lane 2, strong Polish contingent at this meeting. Maja Michalinic of Slovenia made the final of the European Indoors here last year. Good run in Torun in Poland last weekend behind the American Shania Collins. And then the noise that will welcome one of the greatest athletes of all time, twice Olympic champion, 4 times world champion, over 100 metres. Says that Tokyo will be her final Olympics. She's going to double up there over 100 and 200, but she's almost built, designed for 60 metres here. They met in the World Indoors in 2014, where Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce won her only World Indoor title, beating Ahuri into second place. But Ahuri, World Indoor champion in Birmingham 2 years ago. Natasha Morrison of Jamaica, her first indoor race this season. Again, it's just not a well-trodden path from Jamaica to the indoor scene in Europe in the winter, but a strong Jamaican contingent here today. Naomi Sedney of the Netherlands, often a stalwart of the Dutch 4x100 squad, with the likes of Jamila Samuel and Daphne Schippers. And then Amy Hunt, still just 17, enormous potential. European junior title last year. This year's a World Junior Championship year. She's got that to decide on, as well as whether to go to Cambridge or Loughborough. Is it going to be World Junior Championship or Olympics? Again, you have to think perhaps of the long term as well, but she is running world-class times now. 60 metres, not perhaps her strength, though she knows that. It's just a chance here to test her first 20-30 metres against some of the best, and perhaps the very best of all time in women's sprinting. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce in lane 4, Muriel Ahuri in 5. Ahuri has not lost an indoor race over 60 metres since 2014, when she gave second best to the woman alongside her, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, the women's 60 metres. Cleanly away, and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is outsmarted of all. Muriel Ahuri is going strongly also, but she can't quite get back there. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce takes it. 7:16 for the victory, just ahead of Muriel Ahuri. Natasha Morrison was up there as well for third, but Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce gets that victory, a rare defeat rather, for Muriel Ahuri. It's not a rare victory for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. She just doesn't race indoors, but when she comes to race indoors over 60 metres, she invariably wins. Ahuri has to give second best again to the great Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, and again, if it's to be her only indoor race this season, which she says it is, then it's a nice way to do it.
Yeah, this is always interesting, you know, Andrew, when athletes such as Shelly-Ann comes out to decide to run just a one-off race. I'm always interested to see what kind of condition that they're in, and you can imagine right now she's still in that building phase, so she'd be pretty strong in the weights room, and again, that's been demonstrated because she thundered out the blocks. It's what we expected to see and do, but watch this out of the blocks. Good rhythm, isn't she? Hard, straight into that floor. But as I say, there's those little extra technical elements that come over the 100-metre preparation, which you don't really demonstrate over 60. So for me, this is just fantastic to see her here enjoying the indoor running and really showing the crowd of her expertise.
There's the contrast. We know that she's a 60-100 sprinter, really. That's where her strength lies. 200, she's very, very good, but perhaps she just starts to get relatively weak. And when you see Hunt again on the replay, you can't see her here, but she was starting to come back into things a little bit. So some are designed for 60s and 100s, and others for
Okay. She's based in Portland, and she did a great job, so thank you.
Okay, so Shelly,
One silver medal. But of course, I have to big up Shant, that's in Kingston, Waterhouse to be exact. She did my colors, all my colors she did them.
Okay, so 1 silver, 1 gold. What's next on your agenda?
The 4x1s, you know, we're really looking forward to it. So we're hoping that the 4 ladies for the heats will have a great run. We're praying that, you know, they carry the stick around, and once they do that and we get to the finals, and just praying that we have a good run for that final.
Okay, can you finish this sentence for me? Sometimes I have to.
I don't know.
Shelly, you tweeted this morning 200 meters is a different discipline?
No, yes, so I actually tweeted in Jamaican. Pato. So I said 200 meter is a different kind of running.
Yeah.
Like it's really different from the 100 where you just get up and you just go. But it's so technical, you know, it involves a lot of speed endurance, and you try to run it the best way you can. And I've always said, listen, I just go from the start, and wherever it pops, you know, and I'm glad that I was able to come away with a silver medal today.
What influenced your choice of color for a race?
It just depends on how I feel in the morning. So I try them on and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm feeling this one, or oh, I'm not feeling it. But the brighter, the better.
A friend of mine in Ghana named the daughter after you. Your reaction to that?
Oh wow, now I feel like Beyonce. Because I know a lot of people name their kids after Beyonce and Rihanna, so now I feel like a superstar. So yeah, thank you. Hi, Shelly.
A season's best, how's that feel?
It's good, you know, what more could you ask for? You know, 200 is not my, as I said, not my favorite event, but it has been an event that challenges me, and this is my fourth, fifth. I ran 200s before, and then I did it at my national championship, and I did it today. So I'm grateful that I was able to come away with a season best and a silver medal.
Because of your performance here, everyone is expecting the world record to go down in the relays. We expect the same in Tokyo. It didn't quite happen.
Yeah,
have
exactly.
Have you guys been practicing differently? Or
honestly, that's the only, if I'm being honest, which I always am, we don't do a lot of practice with relays in Jamaica, which I think is, it's a downfall for us. I definitely think if we had time to have relay camps, then we'd be better at, you know, the 4x1s. But we have to do what we have to do, and you know, tomorrow when the ladies come out, they've been practicing, so we're just hoping that the 4 ladies can have a good run and carry the stick around, and we just pray to God when the finals come, we'll have a blistering run. If we're gonna have Sharika on the, I'm not telling you what leg she's running, it's a secret. So,
Be patient.
So Sharika is there with that 21.4. Listen, it's over.
We love you, take care.
So I had them colored in Jamaica by my hairstylist Shans, and then I come here and then I just find some stylist somewhere to just install them. Sometimes I go on Instagram and I look and I get someone and they install it for me. Yeah. Nice. Thank you.
Shelley, do you have any awards for your son for science today?
Yeah, I'm grateful to be able to have him here in the stands. And one day when he's older and he will look back at these moments and he'll understand how much he gave me strength and courage to just do the best that I can do for him to see that anything is possible once he believes and he works hard.
So Wagwan Jamaica. So hello everyone, I hope that you are all doing well. So kindly guys, if it's for the first time that you are coming across my video, feel free to share, comment, and also don't forget to smash that subscribe button. And for the returning ones, I want to appreciate you for the love and support that you are showing. So I hope that you have watched the entire race till the end. It was a very competitive and very beautiful race. So Jamaican has stood up yet again and showcased the world that in this track and field, you know, they are the beast. In this track and field, you know, they will continue conquering. So you have seen that, you know, Jamaican has that winning spirit. Even you could see from before the race has started, the Jamaican just looked relaxed. They just looked like they were ready. You know, when your opponent just look relaxed, just know that he or she is ready. So Jamaican has really pulled out a good performance, and they have really made Jamaican famous. And not only Jamaican, us, you know here guys in Kenya, Jamaican has a big fan base. They have also made us happy, and I want to congratulate them. You know, that race showcased that Jamaican, you know some people are saying like Jamaican has luck, but you know, Jamaican has a good history of winning and dominating the track and field. We all know this guy, Usain Bolt, although people are saying that he retired a bit early. You know, Usain Bolt really did a lot of things. He really broke a lot of records. He really set new record, and he had a good pace. So Jamaican has a good history. Even you could share during that race, the commentator was like mentioning Jamaican most of the time, because Jamaican is a big brand, and when you are big, guys, all eyes are on you. On that race, Jamaican is a famous country, and when you have a race and there is Jamaican name on the list, many eyes, all eyes, are there watching, because they want to see, Jamaica, this Jamaican. Many people talk about it, this Jamaican as an history. People want to see for themselves. People want to see how Jamaican carry themselves. People want to see what does Jamaican do to win these races, because Jamaican for sure are the best in this track and field. And that's why I've come across a certain video, and I saw athletics nowadays, they try to hire coaches from Jamaican, because they have seen that defeating Jamaican is not easy. Some even go to an extent of traveling all the way from their European nation, all the way from their countries to Jamaica to train with the best, because they have seen defeating Jamaican is not easy. And that's I think Jamaican have really showcased the world that they are the best. They have some upcoming youths. There is this young youth called Brian Level, and he is dominating back there in under 17, and that showcased that Jamaican is in safe hands. Jamaican will continue dominating more and more. We'll be hearing Jamaican name a lot of times, because we feel very happy seeing that Jamaican will be dominating in this track and field. When you have those young youths, dominate. And I think Jamaican, many people are like, they want to dig deep to see what Jamaican uses, but you see, Jamaican winning spirit is in it is in their genetics. It's like in their blood, because most of the Jamaicans, they keep watching, they keep learning from the best. When they see like Usain Bolt, how he works, when they see these big names like Sharika Jackson, Tia Clinton, Elaine Thompson, they want to be like them. So they train very good. They have they get some good experiences. So I want to congratulate those athletics, because they have really made Jamaican famous, and not only Jamaican, they have made us, the fan base, outside the Caribbean, very, very happy. So guys, you can leave a comment. You can comment something to congratulate them, or even a word of prayer, so that God can protect them, because we want to see Jamaican winning a lot of gold. We want to see Jamaican winning more gold. So guys, if it's for the first time that you are coming across my video and you like this seeing about Jamaican, seeing these sprinters, see how Jamaicans carry themselves. Jamaican is a big brand, and many people are following about Jamaica. You can subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification, so that we can continue with this Jamaican chapter. So guys, before I forget, I want to appreciate you for the 1,000 subscribers, and I hope that you really enjoyed the video. So guys, stay safe, one love.